Hey, howdy doody folks. Something I want to start off with this morning. We're going to start off and take a look at Soho C2. And you can see right here, we've got 2 hours approximately of missing data. Quite a bit. If we start over from the beginning, within just a few frames, oh, did you see that? Went from 48 to 125. It's about 45 minutes more. So there's over two and a half hours there. But yeah, there's a little buddy right there. Boop. How you doing, fella? So let's go ahead and jump up to 8. And if you actually start looking through here, folks, you'll start seeing quite a few craft. You just kind of hit pause and zoom in on your screen. Not to mention the propulsion trails. But yeah, there's all kinds of time that's just missing. And it's like, my goodness. But that's really not the main purpose of why I'm here today. If there's one like disc crap, good disc shaped, got his little la 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 trail behind him. But I'm actually here to show you guys our sun simulator. And I have quite a bit of that sun simulator actually. But before we get too far in where I'm opening those, I've actually sent them to myself and I've got them here in my attachments. There's another little guy right there. Yep. There's another one I'm actually looking for. I'm not sure if it's on this one or not. But it's actually over here close to the disc, and or to the disc covering the sun. And it's, oh, there's one. Now here's what I wanted to kind of point out to everybody. One could say, if you look, it kind of looks like it's like bird shaped and it's going that way, right? But couldn't it be cubed? And part of the light bending technology wasn't quite working right here in the corners. Because I mean, if you look at it, it could be that of a cube. Do you know what I mean? Where it come down here, and then over to here, and then up here, and then over here, and then back, and then this part here going down and over. Yeah, that very well could be. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's a possibility. Because there are plenty of cubes. And the funny thing is, so many people are like, oh, you're talking about a BORG cube? Yeah, look at this right here. Perfect line, something going right down there. He is right there. How you doing, bud? Almost looks like that stick thing, doesn't it, guys? Interesting. What is that little stick thing? I wish I knew. I'd like to get a clearer photo of it. But, what's that up there? Oh, yeah, there's one there. Hey, buddy. But let me see if I can get to it real quick. Alright, here you go. Here's one of our BORG cubes right here. Okay. And if you notice, there's a line coming out this way, a line going out this way. And I've got a certain hypothesis I just kind of came up with. These are all over, and a lot of times where you see these things, all of a sudden you'll see these lines. Some saying it's Memorex. What if it's actually light bending technology, and the BORG cube, which is bending the light so that we can't really see it, is also projecting it to cover this whole area out in space so we can't see what's happening? That's a possibility. So let's move on to another one. And here's another one right here. Looks like this guy was taken off, so he's doing pretty good. I apologize, it wasn't on Lasco C2, it was on Lasco C3. There he is. Looks like a bird. There's his head, there's his wings going down, and there's his tail. Okay, it's like a bird. And I know some of you haven't seen any of my other videos yet, so hopefully after seeing this, when I keep talking about the birds, or war bird of prey, you know, the Klingon bird of prey, if you will. Sorry, I'm checking the camera. You'll start taking a look at some other videos that I posted, and I'll share some of those photos here for everybody to take a look at. There's another one. You can see him right here. I'm actually going to do this. So, you can see him here. His wings here. But it looks like the trail, looks like he's coming straight at the satellite. Coming this direction, so this looks like it's going away from him. Okay? Coming in our direction, I would assume. But this one's going away from us this way. Because you could nuclear pulse engine. So here it's boom, boom, boom. You can see the propulsion, the booms, the boom, 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 which is indicative of what I know that we have. There's the Aurora and the Manta. That's the engine that they have. Sometimes we see it as a triangle with 3 lights. Yeah, that's actually one of ours, folks. So, let's move on ahead and see if we can find another one. Are at seeds. I want to show everybody something. This is kind of neat. I mean, of course, obviously we've got this, blinking positive, negative, right? But watch this guy here. He goes from here to here, and then boom, he's all of a sudden visible here, and then he disappears just within 3 frames. Watch this. Oop, I have to tap on it. Next. Oop, see him move down? Next one, bam, there he is. And then he's gone. It's pretty interesting what we're catching with this thing. I'm really not sure what to think about it. But it is what it is. We'll just do what we can. Right? Very interesting stuff, though. So that's about as... Whoa, actually looks like he comes from all the way up here. Like he just did like a little loop and decided to let himself be shown. So, let's go check out a few more things, shall we? This is a screenshot that was taken from my phone. I zoomed in real good so that we could see him here. And when I say that these things are literally like a bird, I'm really not joking. Here's a good video of one being in our atmosphere. I actually took screenshots from a video right there. And some would say, oh, well, that's just a hawk. Well, no, do you see these lights coming off of the right side of him? They're actual lights. If this thing will actually, oh, see, and there he flips over. Or propulsion, if you will. And the propulsion, being possibly anti-gravity, could actually produce light. And I'll try and go through this. This was actually, these are screenshots I took off from a video that I got my hands on. It's literally just like this. It's not like flapping its wings or anything. It's like this, straight vertical. Okay, so if you actually go and watch some of my other videos, I actually show you the video. So yeah, you ever seen a bird have that on it? Not me. Now, one of the other little bombshells I like to give out. Here you go. There he is, bird. Wings, tail, head, etc. Like the next one, yeah, this next one's a pretty good one too. There you go. Head, wings, tail. He's diving. Alright. But here's one of the other bombshells I like to throw out there, folks. The sun that we're looking at right now is not our real sun. It's a simulator. It was devised by NASA. Believe it or not. Here you go. National Aeronautics and Space Administration. NASA. I actually think it stands for NASA, not a space agency myself. But you can see right here, U.S. patent number. What is this called? What is it called? U.S. patents in STAR. What? By all means, hit pause if you want to so you can read these things, start looking it up for yourself, and you can find it. Oh, Bao Shalom, how are you doing? NASA patent case number. Look at all of this. Proven information. They even, look at this, they break it down for you. Now please pay attention to this. This is where it's the most important, okay? Like, dead serious. Look at the shape of this. You see how you got this outer blockade, if you will, blocking, and then everything kind of coming in, reflecting down, and coming out this aperture right here, coming right down at us. That's this is where the sunlight comes out for us to see. Okay? Please pay attention. They break it down, they tell you about the bulbs, how they all work. Look at this. Illumination system including a virtual light source. Okay? Now, one of the things you have to try to understand, folks, is that I've got some screenshots of it when it was being put in place in space. And guess what on? Lasco C3. And on seeds. Yeah. And they had to start taking them offline. Let me show you. By all means, hit pause when you need to and read everything that I'm showing you. And then go look it up. Look it up for yourself. Illumination system including a virtual light source. For those of us that are over the age of 30, I'm going to say, honestly, because if you're younger than 30, you may not have been paying attention, but when I was a kid, the sun was yellow. Just letting you know. You go outside, it wasn't this white object in the sky right now, and I mean, and it's constantly white. It was yellowish, very yellow, and now all of a sudden it's white. Like, wait a minute here, what is this? So, yeah, fun times, huh? Oh, come on, is that the end of this for a second? All right, hang on, let me get to the, let me actually get to where I'm gonna back it up so you can take a look at this. Now, you see this design right here? Pay close attention. The next thing I show you, you'll get it. Here you go. Remember that design? The outer aperture blocking us from seeing the actual sun, so we can't see it. So whatever's coming in, it's light is coming in. This is absorbing it, plus the lights that are here pushing into this, and just like a magnifying glass bending, comes right out here and gives us our heat with the assistance of xenon bulbs. Pau Shalom. How are you doing? Shield for collecting sunlight and adding to give to us. So, you want to know why this world seems to be getting more depressed and everything lately? Because we are. We're not getting natural vitamin D from the sun like we should be. That's why we're in a constant state of like depression and anxiety and stuff, because we're not getting the vitamin D we should. Start taking vitamin D supplements. Now, this is from seeds. For those of you who've been following me long enough, you should know this is actually this is a seeds-looking satellite, right? Now, ready for the next one? Here's from Lasco. Oh, come on. Is it going to jump ahead too on me? Yes, it did. Sorry, this is a picture of the moon that I took. Yes, I have a telescope, and I get my phone out, and I can zoom in, and I do pretty good. Sorry, I'm squirreling for a second. I actually do pretty good with it. Some beautiful photos. I just do that for fun. There you go. Now, if you look here, and this is where I'll have to break it down kind of simple for you. Look at how much light is just blasting off of this side, and off of this side, and even up here. But right here, it is pitch dark, like it's dark. In fact, right here, you can't see any stars at all, because they're moving it in the way. You saw the shape of it. Look, right here, they're putting it in place. This right here is Venus, so to speak. But if you look, no light coming out. I mean, something is blasting off right here, and all of a sudden it's being shielded from here, because this was when they were putting it in place. I do not have the exact day. I managed to see this, and I was like, holy crap, and the date was scratched off, but I do recognize that this is from Lasco. Now again, everybody see this, how it's like up here in the upper right corner of a previous video, we see it's actually down here. They're moving this thing around. So are they inverting it on us? As above, so below? I don't know. It's very interesting though, isn't it? So here's one from September 3rd. You can see it right here, with this propulsion coming out from behind him. And I actually did a little zoom in and took another one. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. You can see the little light. Boom, 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 boom. Oh yeah. Fun stuff. Now this one I actually took with my phone. Something told me to just take my phone, point it up, and take a picture. Never done it before. Never even had the urge. So something told me to do it. And I did. See that? I took a picture and was kind of watching up in the sky, and there was no plane. This is actually the shape of a triangle. Whatever this is. And like this is propulsion, I'm guessing. But you can't say it's a lens flare because this is my lens flare. So I don't know what that is. There was no birds, no nothing. Look how white that is. In fact, do you almost see a square? I do. Now that could be from the burning of my lens. It could be burning my lens when I'm taking a picture of it that way. That could be. Very well possible. I'm going to end this video. Why don't you keep an eye right here. There's one right there. La 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 la. Check the time, 3:18. And then watch right over here, okay? Watch where my cursor's at. You're going to see one go from here to here to here in 12-minute successions. Ready? Oh, come on. You've got this bloody banda. What in the world just happened here? What's going on? There we go. What is happening? Oh, there we go. Okay. 5:30.